What's up, you guys? Welcome to Boss Level 8. We watched the movie Once Upon a Deadpool, which is basically Deadpool 2, but made it to PG-13, so essentially it's something we all pretty much saw already with other stuff added into it. And oddly enough, stuff taken out of it, which is kind of weird. We do things a little bit different here. Instead of doing a movie review, we're gonna read somebody else's review, and then pick it apart, make fun of it, and just generally be dicks about it. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell right next to it so you can get notified every single time we have a new video. This is the first time I am looking at this review, and you are looking at it the first time with me, so let's take a look at it right now. You had to go and do it, didn't you? And that's like what I have written on the cards that I put in flowers that I give to people. You had to go and do it, didn't you? Burn through old Deadpool's pool of goodwill with a joke taken too far, a shameless money grab for the holidays. Yeah, you can't start this out with any kind of complaints about Deadpool trolling us. You're not allowed to do that. That's what he does. He's a troll. He's gonna troll us. You can't get upset about that. Or at the very least, you can't get surprised. You can't be surprised if you go into a lion cage and it attacks you. I mean, you can't be surprised if, like, a president lies. The trailers were the highlight of Once Upon a Deadpool, a Princess Bride recutting. Oh, the trailers? Like, just the trailers for Once Upon a Deadpool is the highlight? That happens, like, throughout the entire movie. And it's one of the main things that they changed about the movie, okay? A Princess Bride recutting of the R-rated violence and vulgarity fest that is Deadpool 2 into a less vulgar, somewhat PG-13 Christmas season limited release. They're funny, and some of us, me included, can never get enough of Ryan Reynolds' jokey, best joke on scent wins take on the character, and the way he promotes the Canadian daylights out of these pictures. The Canadian daylights. You know, Canada's daylight is actually different than everybody else's daylight, because if it's not as nice, it apologizes. But as everybody who reviews it is going to say, these little inserts, Deadpool kidnapping and reading the story to the adult and funny Fred Savage in bed on his childhood Princess Bride bedroom set, was never going to be anything other than a cute added feature for home DVD release, which is why this is brilliant. We got trolled, we got to watch the movie again, we got to laugh, and they made an ass ton of money by doing literally nothing. It's so smart, it's so creative. They win, let them win, because when they win, we get more Deadpool. It's fine. The inserts are almost all funny, but they stop the picture dead in its tracks repeatedly, which is exactly what they're supposed to do. It's like in, you know, the movie Princess Bride that they're spoofing, where the story gets stopped. Like, if they somehow did that without stopping the story, first of all, I don't even know how they could possibly do that, unless they have like a picture-in-picture in the corner of the story still going. But also, joke gone if that happens. They ruin the flow, such as it was, and cleaning up the language and throwing alternate jokes. You can see when Reynolds isn't in the character mask, him mouthing the F word and other profanities when we're hearing hell overdubbed, doesn't improve the viewing experience. The point of censoring isn't to improve the viewing experience, although they did figure out ways to censor and improve the viewing experience several times. The point is, they made a PG-13 version, they trolled the crap out of us, they made some fun jokes that were added in there so that we could have a good time, and that's it. But obviously, if he's mouthing the F word and you hear hell, it doesn't make it better. Maybe if you heard chimichanga every single time it was an F word, that might have been fun, but that would have gotten annoying really quick. Maybe as a drinking game, which is again for home video viewers, unless you have a flask or live in Portland, Oregon, where there are many places you can drink and see a movie. Portland, Oregon, home of the many strip clubs. Portland, Oregon, they have mountains and trees. Portland, Oregon, where the beer is thick as sludge and the women are often hairier than I wanted. I don't live there anymore. You've seen the yeah, but it's not really Marvel licensed by Fox joke, which leads into the Nickelback versus the Beatles riff that so tickled the internet. Yes, we did. It was in the trailer, it was in the movie. We've seen it. What's your point? There's funny deconstruction of the Marvel multiverse obsession, much of it provided by Savage, who holds his own with Reynolds, no mean feat. The lazy writing riffs that were already in the movie are expounded upon, especially the idea of reducing the love interest to simple formulaic comic book movie plot devices. I gotta admit, you are just ruining everything that happens in the only stuff that was added to this movie. It's kind of annoying, actually. There's a profane chorus singing a profane ode to the character Juggernaut in the third act, which I don't think was in the original version of the film. Yes, it was. Every bit of legitimacy just went out the goddamn window. That is definitely in the movie. In the original movie. How did you miss that? It's so loud. How did you not check before writing this review? Were you writing this review while you were taking a dump in the movie theater right after you saw it? Or during it? They give Deadpool control of the bleep button because Savage is inclined to go over their F-bomb limit thanks to being kidnapped, duct taped to a kid's bed and all. Yes, none of this is a review. You're just telling everything that happens. Stop doing that. That's not cool. A review isn't just telling everybody what happened in the movie. That's a synopsis. Unless I'm being trolled and you already wrote this review and you just did it again with slight changes so that I read it again. The framing device makes the whole thing play like a testier Mystery Science Theater 3000 take on the movie, except no one's commenting through the entire movie. They're just interrupting the movie sometimes to say something. So it's actually more like when Elvira had her show or USA Up All Night or something like that, where they had to go to a commercial so they had hosts say shit. I guess I agree by fixing what you said. Which is fine for an added feature on your Blu-ray disc, or DVD as was mentioned earlier. But if you want to bring the drunken party with your friends to the theater, Fudge Cancer gets a portion of the proceeds. Be sure to pick a multiplex that serves alcohol, such as one in the lovely Portland, Oregon, where there are many places where you can have a tasty, delicious alcohol beverage while you are watching your film. Or you could sing karaoke with a stripper. Do you love food trucks? Well, Portland, Oregon has plenty of food trucks to choose from. From the tastiest of grilled cheeses to the most delicious of dumplings. Portland, Oregon. And designate a driver. Uber's a business model that could crash and leave you stranded just as you're exploiting the sucker driver you've summoned to take you home. What? You just don't like Uber and decided to put that in your review? Is that what just happened? Make sure one of your friends doesn't get to drink and drive because Uber sucks? Am I getting trolled? What did you guys think of Once Upon a Deadpool? Also, this video has been brought to you not by Uber, but by Lyft. Also, that's a lie. It's been brought to you by Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon, where there's a mustache waxing station on every corner, where people make fun of you for wearing fedoras because you're not wearing bowlers. Anyway, let us know in the comments what you thought of Once Upon a Deadpool and what you thought of this guy's review. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you can get notified anytime we have a new video out. There's even a couple on the screen right now that you can click on if you want to see another one. We also filmed this live on Twitch. If you want to check that out, make sure you look in the description to see a link there, because that's where links go. Till we see you next time, geek out and game on.